That show you'll lose, stop, trains can't. Good to have you in. So the NFL Combine starting today. Sam Darnold, who is going to be the number one pick of the Cleveland Browns, has elected not to throw. Why should he? He is the number one pick in the draft. Josh Allen, Wyoming quarterback, by all means, show off. Lamar Jackson, Louisville quarterback, by all means, run the 40, throw the ball, show off. Sam Darnold, the number one pick. Enough information's out there. They've watched all the tape and the game film. He'll throw on his pro day. No reason to throw. Let's start with this. I told you this kid would be the number one pick 2 years ago. Not because I lived in Los Angeles. Because I watched him practice, I talked to coaches, and I saw traits that were the best since Andrew Luck came into the league. I told you 2 years ago. In fact, I actually hinted at it before I came to this network and worked at another one, that USC had a kid who would be the next Andrew Luck. 2 years ago, I promised you, he's the guy before you saw him play, and he will be the guy. He has 7 or 8 traits. I don't care about your college stats. He has 7 or 8 traits the other quarterbacks do not have. He is thick. He is trunky. He is tough. He is big. He's got great feet. He has no ego. He's not cocky. He's respectful. He's coachable. He is all in on football, no politics. He is, from traits down, clutch, smart, thick, tough, playmaker, footwork, work ethic, no ego. He is. Those are the best traits since Andrew Luck. Now, also let me restate my position on all the guys that of the 5 people of noteworthy people in this draft. Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen, to me, are first-round quarterback talents. If I was a general manager and I needed a quarterback, I always try to consider, I'm the GM. I've got my little daughters and sons in school. I want to keep this job. Would I draft, of the 5 most noteworthy quarterbacks, who would I say, you're a first-round guy? Darnold, USC, Rosen, UCLA. Josh, this moment is more refined than any of the kids coming out. He throws an NFL football he did 2 years ago. I do believe Josh Allen at Wyoming and Lamar Jackson at Louisville are draftable, but in later rounds, late third and on. Allen is a big kid with a cannon, and Lamar Jackson may run a 4.2 40. Those are NFL athletes. Josh Allen's an NFL athlete. He makes throws Darnold can't, Rosen can't. And Lamar Jackson, who knows if he remains at quarterback, give him a shot to start. I would certainly, if I had an opening at quarterback, third round late on, I'd give him a run. I do believe you can take kids that are raw and gifted and coach them up to some degree. Now, let's move to Baker Mayfield. I would take him off my draft board. Not draftable to me. You can draft him. Remember, quarterback is about signing a 15-year contract due to traits. He is cocky. He has shown poor judgment. There is a police video. He is undersized and a fairly marginal athlete. Now, let me just say this. This is going to be on record. I do think there is a possibility he has some success in the NFL. He's not Tim Tebow. He's much better. Tim Tebow's not an NFL quarterback. Baker Mayfield is. He doesn't have Johnny Manziel's addiction and bipolar issue. He will be better than Johnny Manziel. He has some qualities like RG3, where he may pop initially with the right coach and the right offensive line and the right people. He will not be, in my opinion, a washout overnight. He is more talented than Tebow. He is more mature than a Jamarcus Russell or a Johnny Manziel. He has talent. But as a general manager, I would take him off my draft board, and I said the same thing about Johnny Manziel. I am not getting into a relationship with the most important position for a kid that has shown a tendency for really, really poor judgment. Not saying he's a bad human. Not saying he's had bad parents. I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to succeed to some level. I do think his ability is overstated. I think he compares to a Case Keenum athletically much more than he does an Aaron Rodgers. But I think if he fits to the right place and the right coordinator, and like Minnesota, gets a very good defense and a couple star receivers, he does have a chance to have some success. He won't be as good as Darnold. He's not going to be an Andrew Luck. You're not going to feel comfortable giving him the keys to the franchise like Russell Wilson. He's going to make mistakes personally. I said this to start the show. We think of these guys as just football players. They're human. I believe in drafting at quarterback traits, human traits, football traits, responsibility, a little ego, humility, passion, a love for the sport, toughness, size. So there you go. There it is. Darnold Rosen, first round. Lamar Jackson Allen, third on. Baker off my board. There you go. Car shopping can be confusing, all sorts of terms, dealer price, list price, invoice, true car, new or used, shows you what you can save up to $3,000 off MSRP. Okay, now I promised this almost an hour ago. John, you don't know what this is. Greg doesn't know what this is. Christine does not know what this is.
Are you saying it right now?
No, I'm going to say it at the top of next hour.
Oh, okay.
It's a major, I consider this a major announcement. I am breaking off script. I am doing something I've never done. Some of you will be shocked. Some of you will laugh at me. Some of you will righteously defend me.
What will I do? What do you think will be my reaction?
That'll
be pretty telling.
It will be.
Am I going to laugh at you?
No, I mean, I don't care. You guys laugh. You laugh at me all the time. Well, what'll be out different next hour? Hour 2 coming up.